All right, Illuminate is a South African digital textbook platform that is helping students lower the cost of education by making prescribed reading material much cheaper. Founded by Ditiro Rantloane, Illuminate has over 50 textbooks with more in the pipeline that are being used in institutions around the country by students studying for various qualifications, including education, communications, accounting, statistics, auditing and business. During this lockdown, it is also been a source of information for students to access study material. But to tell us more, we're joined by its founder, Ditiro Rantloane, via Skype. A very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us, Ditiro. Welcome to Morning Live. Hi, Ditiro.
Morning. Hi.
There you are. Now, Illuminate is an affordable platform, as I've mentioned, where students can access study material. But why did you decide to create this platform?
Well, I was actually one of the students who was struggling to afford textbooks when I was growing up. And I realized now that with the great leaps that we've done in technology, something has to be done. I mean, in 2020, we're still having students that are able to afford textbooks. So I looked at the whole concept and said, looking at, for example, what the iTunes model is doing, right now, people don't buy the full album anymore. You buy only the track that you need. Why can't we take that same concept and actually implement it when it comes to textbooks and actually make a huge impact on people's lives?
Take us through some of the study material available on this platform and which specific students in particular it has been created for.
So we have a lot of genre. I mean, the spectrum is quite broad. We have faculties in the sciences, we've got faculties in the hotel industry, we've got in education as well. So we actually made sure that the spread is actually quite large to make sure that we don't disintermediate any of the students. So that's exactly why we decided to actually look at different faculties instead of one specific faculty in the space. Now, what is the other question?
No, it's okay. I think you've just done your bit in answering that. And one of the challenges that is faced by our country and is still prevalent today, Ditiro, is the unavailability of resources to accommodate students' need, mainly through the finances. Just how more affordable is Illuminate as opposed to purchasing hard copy books?
So the actual business model is actually making the whole thing much more affordable. Why? Because a student doesn't necessarily have to buy the entire book right now, which is currently what's happening. By splitting it into chapters, you're actually breaking down the high cost barriers. So instead of having 1,000 book for a book now, while you need about 4 chapters for the semester test that's coming up, you can actually buy those specific chapters. And we have chapters as little as 13 rands on the platform. So you don't necessarily have to have the entire 1,000 rands to buy the book in order for you to study for the upcoming semester test or finish your assignment. You can just buy the chapters that you need right now at much more affordable rate.
I mean, is this platform well resourced? Does it cover each and every field or discipline?
Not currently, but that's a plan. So we're still in a pilot phase. So we're busy testing the concept, but we did try and make sure that we cover the mainstream faculties, like the likes of economics, the likes of accounting and sciences, as well as education field. But the plan is to actually go ahead and engage with more publishers, get them on board, and get more titles or textbooks on the platform so that we can actually ensure that we cover the whole spectrum. So that is definitely the plan.
And it sounds quite interesting. So how has the reception been since the app was created?
I must be quite honest that the reception has been quite great. We literally started going live last year, September. And we haven't done lots of marketing per se, but we have over 1,500 downloads so far. And the number of books are increasing, and a lot of students are actually downloading, especially now with a new marketing campaign that we're doing.
Okay, just take us through how one can access this app.
So currently available on Android. We're busy with the iOS platform. So right now, unfortunately, iOS people are disintermediated, but later on we will be available on iOS. You go to Google Play Store and you type Illuminate, which is E-LLUMIN8. And then you'll be able to get the app there. You download it, you create a profile. The app is free. You create a profile, and once you create a profile, you're allowed to actually go and browse the books that we have. And we also have a lot of free textbooks as well, free academic textbooks as well. So you're not necessarily forced to actually buy textbooks per se. You can go in there, browse, and tell us how the experience has been, because we are also on a learning phase. So we need to get more feedback so that we can actually try and improve it for you.
Okay, tell me, so am I able to download stuff, or is it simply preview?
So you are allowed to download stuff. So it actually has offline capability as well. When we put this app together, we actually kept the student in mind. We knew that some of the students might not have internet connection at home, so it actually has offline capability. However, you're only allowed to review or read or study using the Illuminate app because we have our own reader. We had to make sure that the DRM is in place, digital rights management, where we can actually make sure that the content is secure. So you are allowed, you can actually download the content, but you can't share it, you can't print it. Why? Because from a digital rights management perspective, we make sure we are compliant.
Okay. All right. Great initiative. This is Ditiro, and this is definitely what South Africa was waiting for. Now, that was Ditiro Rantloane, the founder of Illuminate, talking to us about alternative and affordable ways of studying through an online app that provides study material for students.